Hi, Namaste. Thank you for joining this video. This is Rohit, Desai, co-founder of JB Experts. In this video, we are going to discuss on due diligence, where we discuss about the reports, which gives you a perspective about the company, how it's doing, how is the financial situations. Is there any possibilities that we can give a credit to this kind of a companies, or when we are going to make a payment as an importer, as an advance payment or a transactional payments or sort of that, do we need to check the credibility, so if the companies are capable enough to handle the operations, or if there is some, like, okay, there are some activities that the people abscond with the money or something like that. So in those all the situations, we need to evaluate, okay, saying that, okay, where do we get these kind of reports and what are the parameters that we can check here. So this is a rating system. How do they manage it? It's like A double plus, or A plus, or A, or B, C, D, NB, NT. So these are all the rating systems that we can see it in these reports, where you get to see, okay, it's a double plus is something like a great company, or it's an ideal company where nothing is wrong, everything is pretty perfect, and you can work with the company and they have never defaulted, there is no risk at all, the company is too great, they make the payments on time, and they are pretty good with their operations. This is a very hard rating to get on the company's name, but still, yeah, this is one of the rating. And A plus is a bit lower, but still a better opportunity company, where we can really approach those companies to buy our products. And even if we have to give a credit as an exporter, so still we'll be able to get our money back, as the company stands on the word. So that's how the basically the thing operates. And A is something like, okay, you're accepting, this is an acceptable kind of okay kind of a company, they have not done anything bad, or neither they have done something extraordinary great. So in those cases, you can still manage it, and you can work with those companies. B is something like, okay, now you have a border, it's a line which you need to cross or not to cross. That is something you're going to evaluate. If you're just going to flip here or there, then your whole transactions goes for a toss. You need to evaluate it properly, so that you don't get into such issues where your money is being stuck in the global market, and then you are just worrying about it. So in those situations, C, D, and NB and NTs are like literally in a red line. If you don't want, it's better. My advice is not to deal with those companies which has this kind of ratings, where the companies may close, the company doesn't have money, the companies may not work on a proper ethics, or they have already defaulted, they have not paid many unpaid bills are in the local markets, and upon that they have legal suits, they have done some tax fraudulent transactions before in their country, so the company will be closed in some time. So in all these scenarios, it's better you need to stay away. And there is always a situation saying that, okay, if the company is new, how do you track the record? So normally when the company is new, you can still go ahead and track the founders records, but still you will be not able to make out what is good or bad for you. So whenever you're discussing about a new company, if you don't have any big decision points to take a call, so in those cases, it's always better that you just let it go and say that, okay, these are my payment terms and this is how I want to operate it. If you're willing, please get on board, or else thank you so much. So that's all the call what you need to can take, or you can do at this point of time, because some orders are not meant to be that you need to execute all the orders what have come on your plate. You need to let go of your orders, and you can't really cater those clients. That's simple as it is. Like the kids school card or a report card, what we get for a companies is something similar. You can check on a scale of companies, age of companies, work strength, liquidity positions. Do they have enough of liquid in the company to pay out the bills across the global market, whatever they are procuring, not only from me but from the global market too. Profitabilities, growth, business growth, and looking towards the economic defaults. So these are very important. If you have something alerting here is the economic defaults, then you need to be alerted, say that, okay, they have already gone into a legal dispute with someone on economic defaults. So in those cases, it can be your situation too, or you may land up in the same situation tomorrow. So it's better to avoid it and start looking for a different company, or altogether. If you can want to work with the same company, make sure they work it on your favorable payment terms, or else it's not really going to help you, because today or tomorrow, at least you have your money with yourself. Tomorrow it will be something lying with someone else, and you will be fighting for your own money to recover. Forget about the profits, the profits are already gone, but still at least your principles will be stuck here. So that is not something which I want you to do, get into such trades. So these are all the clauses that you can take. taxes, trade restrictions and sanctions, political exposure to the targets, and group structures, international presence, and sourcing ratings, and all of that. So overall, if you say it's 56 out of 100, so it's a 50-50 kind of a job. You can still rely on it, you can still do a business with them, but you need to see what amount are you betting on them, so that if you're giving out the credit or if you're making advance payment, you need to ensure that all the terms and rest payment terms, logistics terms, delivery terms should be in your favor. If that's not in your favor, then obviously this doesn't really going to make you any sense. These reports are provided by Mira Report. So this is a company based out of Mumbai where you can get for a report. This is a sample report just for your reference. I have asked them. So there's a lady called Lakshmi who can help you to get your reports whenever you want it. So what you can do is you can just provide the company name along with the address. If not a complete address, it's still fine. You can just mention the country's name and say that, okay, this is the country, this is the name of the company whom I'm having a call with, and this is the company name, and this is the details what I have. So can you please get me a report of it? So they will do all the studies for you. They'll check where they are located, the country origin, when are they registered, when are they incorporated, when they have filed their like the financial records. So these are all something that you can check. What are the type of companies? The type of companies will differ from country to country, but majorly they will be something holding, and this is completely owned by a foreign investing enterprises. So you need to check which is that entity. If there is something goes wrong with that company, even this company goes for a toss. So you need to be worried on that too. And if you need to see, okay, there's a line of business and the products that they are dealing in, if your product is not mentioned here, then they may be sourcing it from third party and giving it to you. That could be a possibility. And number of employees 515, that's a good number of strength if you to look towards the standardizations of operations. And then when Mira rates it as A, which is like a acceptable risk. It's not so great because the minimum risk is the best one, low risk is the mid one, and in green column this is the last option. So where it has been rated as 56 to 75, and I have shown you in the report that 56 is out of 100. So when you get this kind of scoring, then yeah, there is a possibility that they can ballpark themselves into a blue line, into a yellow line later, but still you can still work it with them and see if their payment terms are feasible. You see, end of the day, if you have a good profit, you can still work with them on getting international orders. But many times what happens here is if the payments are not in your favor, even the payment conditions are not in your favor, the prices are not in your favor, then what is the point of doing the business with them? So you need to be that, and if this is turns to red or something, then be sure that there's a huge loss coming in, and do you want to take that risk or not? So that's how it is. So then the status is satisfactory. There is no payment defaults or no payment defaults of behavior complaints as per, and litigations, there is nothing on this company especially. This is completely clear. So that's what the information has been received, and I go through all their details, which is reputations, your establishment, and who holds the company, and what are the changes in the operations or the legal status. If they, like someone resigns, some CEO will come in and there are new positions will be hired, and all of that. That is what you get to see. If that's something that you are worried about, then yeah, you can look at. And they have maintained our tax grading is properly done, well maintained, so there is no issue with that. Sometimes if there is something wrong with their taxing system in their country, if they got into a tax trouble, then even that those cases also, the company will be shut and your payments will be holded back. So that could be the situation that I don't want you to land in. So just take care of these points, so should be better. Then comes the stakeholding charts and the background. This is completely held by a different company, where this is completely 100% owned by this company, and this the current company whom the report we are checking is completely a subsidiary brand. So here you go with understanding who are the players, who are the main people who are holding the position in the company. Go and check what university, what they have studied, what is the details and all of it, and how are they been present on their social media, and if especially LinkedIn, go and check their LinkedIn profiles and see what good or bad they are sharing, and how good they are been managing their profiles, so that you can make a record, like a perceptions upon it. So that something looks good. And then when it comes to like international trade transaction details. You can look to their buyer's profile, who are the buyers, where they are buying it from, who are the suppliers, who are the people that they are dealing with. So if it's a legit business, they will be working with big players, small players, medium players, global markets, and all of it. So you can see all of these brands are the market analysis for their products. So they have the company, the customers list also. So you can check who are their customers, whom they are buying it from, and all of that. So it makes sense. So they are dealing with a lot of countries, from Uzbekistan to Vietnam to Bangladesh and all of that. So from India too. So they have a lot of companies and a lot of products to procure and all of it. So you need to make sure, okay, you have a proper details in place and you're been checking each and every detail accordingly, and then you can take a right call on it. They have a trademark registrations, go and check. The company is registered in 2020, but they have a trademark which is of 2018. So probability is that, okay, they have already pre-registered their trademark 2 years back, and then they have been started their new company, or the person who holds the trademark, they have leased it to this company, or something could be possible. But still, these are the alerting points you need to check sometime, and you need to see if this company has something related to this or not, or else it could be completely a proxy details. So in those cases, you can check and verify it. So then comes the major players here. Cipla is an Indian company, Lupton. So these are all the companies that you can check. Okay, if these are their customers, if they have a track record where you can say that, okay, these are the people who have already bought the product from them, then yeah, then it should be a legit business. If these guys are making the payment to get their product from these companies, even there are possibilities that even you can do the same, because it's all the big players are trusting them. Why not you? So it's a good company to deal with, in that if that's a clause that you're going to take. If your competitors are buying from them, and then yeah, that makes sense that you also can buy from them. But still, you can just do your validation and see like, okay, is it good enough to deal with? And mainly the banking accounts, it should be the name of the bank account should be the same, like the account holding, I'm saying not the bank name, but the account holder should be the same as your company's name. Do not make a transaction to any XYZ company apart from the company whom you are verifying. There could be a possibilities that it could be a X or a scammy company, so just be sure about it. So if someone says like, okay, that is also my company, make a transfer there, then please don't do it. Just check, get the legal binding records, and then you can take the things forward from there. Then comes the financials. You can check from 21, 22, 23, the yearly records, what they publish. So you can go and check what is the profit areas they're doing. Are they doing great or good, or how's it? And what are the percentage on assets? Do have their properties to pay us later in those situations? Yeah. So at least they need to have some kind of a backgrounds later. And these are the parameters that are being checked for to get your reports out. So from judiciary sections to the international trade laws, international court, everything is being checked, and then given you the report. So these are the concrete reports which will help you to say that, okay, these are the right companies to deal with, these are the wrong companies to do it, and these are the companies where you should be on a mid ground, saying that if your payment terms are in your favor, only then do it or don't do it. So in 3 points, you should be in a proper situation to take a right call. This report doesn't give you a proper saying that, okay, you should deal it or not. This is just a report, gives you a directions to saying that to make a right decision, saying that, okay, do you want to deal with it, or it's a mid ground, or is it something like a red alert? Just stay away from these buyers, because these are not the legit buyers. So in those cases, yeah, you can take a call. You can understand the country's economy, the conversion rates, and the reports who have prepared it. And this is a score which I have already shown you. And these are the markings. If there is something in red, stay away. If it's a yellow, think, go in deeper, understand it. And if it's in green, it's good to go and start working it out. So should not be the problem. And this is all the good deals that you can get. And you can contact with Mira team, and you can refer us. This is not an affiliate. There is nothing that we are doing a markup on financials. So this is all the cost that you're going to make to Mira, and then you can get the reports. If just the thing is like we have a prior existing relationship with them, we can still say that, okay, there is something went wrong, or if there is any issue, please you can let us know. We can discuss with them and get the thing sorted. So this is the best thing what we can do, and this is just for your information purpose. Do a right decision based on the records. If you're dealing with the buyer, you need to tell why you're dealing with the buyer. If you're not dealing with the buyer, you need to tell exactly that why you're not dealing with the buyer. You need to find the reason for your call. It's not like over emotional or over just on a fractions of second you have taken a drastic decision. That is not how the businesses are run. It should be backed by a logic that you need to find it here. So thank you so much for watching this. If you need any help in export import business, you can take our services, you can take consultations. We have a lot of services to support your export import business. We are right there. You can just give a call. The link will be in the description, or the numbers will be in the description. Go and check. Stay with our touch, and there are a lot of services that we provide. We can support your business with that, and it would be a great deal to work with you. So this is all about us, and if you had liked this video, please hit the like button, and if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much. If you have any questions on this or anything else, please drop it into a comment box. I'll try to answer it. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.